My cousin was a pitcher on that curve, he got that scholarship. On campus, he's the man, throwing heat as he was hot as shit. But then he hurt his arm. Senior year's time to prove it. Started taking painkillers so he could play and keep it moving. Scouts watching, couldn't lose him, so he took more and he kept using. Before he knew it, he's abusing fastballs and two seams. Too clean, but now he's losing weight.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free ID. It should always be checked, like at a Drake concert. What's going on, Hilltop Mafia? It's one only Knox Hill. We're back with the reaction series. So today, man, I know the homework. We are continuing on this Kendrick Lamar album. Wow, what a track in Reincarnated yesterday. What a breakdown. But I know so many people are just as excited for this one. So right here, right now, it's none other than TV Off. But before we get any further, listen, if you like the hat that I'm wearing, if you like the hoodie that I'm wearing, knoxhilldmv.com. Just before Christmas, go cop your gear. Go rep the brand. We got hats, we got shirts, we got hoodies. Everything that you need to support helps the channel, gets the brand out there. It really does go a long way. If you want to check out more, I'll put all links down there. But anyways, know what we're here for. Kendrick, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got. Ooh.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Fuck being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. Woo. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a nigga gone. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby.
Woo. This man is on demon time. What is happening? Again, I love the misdirection, right? Give me a little bit of that jazz. Give me a little bit of that soul as we come in. I'm like, man, what is this smooth sample? Then out of nowhere, you just get hit by a freight train of a track coming through. That drop is sinister. Look at this. Look at this.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Fuck being rational. Give them what they...
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. You know what? He got it. Not only did he get a black grand national, he got a GNX. Now, me being curious about this and him teasing it, especially in the video, right? I wanted to look more into a GNX. What's interesting about a GNX is that, yes, it is a version of a black grand national, but the GNX is an experimental. It only came out in 1987, making it incredibly rare. Kendrick Lamar being born in 1987. So if he's going for a black grand national, it was only made in black too, right? You see the connections that Kendrick Lamar has. You know, kind of being rare, being one of a kind, nostalgic, tying back to that. And he teased too, the Gemini, right? The yin and the yang that we've talked about throughout this album. Anyways, I'm trying to make connections throughout this because as we do breakdown song by song, we're also keeping in mind the greater themes of this album and trying to connect this album, the fluidity of it all.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Fuck being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass.
Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. This album, he's been on that control type of energy. And I feel like Kendrick has always been on that control type of energy. It's like, it's very unapologetic. It's very confident. But there's a reason for the confidence. And it's basically like, hey, anyone can get it. Right? You say that you're bigger than me, it's not enough. And again, you think about the recent beef. You think about Drake, J. Cole even. Kendrick didn't like them saying that they were big three, that they're all together. That means that they're just as big as him. It wasn't enough, was it?
Really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it.
I get on the ass. Somebody gotta do it. I love that sort of like callback. Right? Again, that's sort of like an old school callback at a show. Like you say something, the audience chants it back. You say something, the audience chants it back. In this case, he's got one voice on this side of the mix and one voice on the other side, like the call and the answer. Just love that. And hey, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to say things that others won't. Somebody's got to stand up for the culture. Somebody's got to be willing to get involved in the drama and the battles and call them out.
I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody got to do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody got to do it. I take the G-Pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What?
It's just a hard line. We survived outside, all from the music. What?
This the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a nigga gone.
Alpha and Omega. the first and the last. The Greek alphabet, Alpha starts it, Omega ends it. But also in the Bible, the book of Revelations, I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. This is a revelation that he's given us to us all right now. More biblical references laced into his braggadocious swaggered talk, man.
This is not a song. This is a revelation.
This fucking beat.
Get a nigga gone. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. It's not.
I just love this combination, right? These beats suit him so perfectly. Again, it just feels like we're just stacking the hits. We're getting ready for the Super Bowl now. It's got that Not Like Us vibes. And it's Kendrick's cadence control. Again, I've said this before. It's like multiple rappers on a track. You don't need a feature when you've got Kendrick Lamar because he can just feature himself. Just different cadence and tonal shifts throughout, man.
I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you.
I don't understand, baby. Da, da, da. See that drop down? But before that, he had that juxtaposition of more like attack, aggressive up here. Fire outside. See, he's up here, right? It's almost like different personality, different Kendrick. Then he drops down. Then he chills it for a second.
Music nigga, what? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. This is
even that aggressive, and then he went like more of like a mid-level. Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. And then right here after that, he's gonna really drop down and over-exaggerate the lows.
This is a revelation. How to get a nigga gone? Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. Whoa!
Can't help but fear that Baca's got a weird case. Why is he around? You know what I'm saying? Don't put your life in these weird dudes' hands. Shit happens.
If you need correction, that's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that are really stepped, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I tell the G pass. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch, and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled, cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yelling. It's not enough.
Nope.
Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough.
Man, yeah, he's got a couple flows that remind me of the Not Like Us pattern in those pockets.
You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the
tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping for my dog. Flipping the meaning of tripping there.
In the mall, take a risk or take a.
We could be set tripping, right? Why you tripping? Like, why you acting out of pocket? Why you tripping in that sense? Versus, I'm tripping for my dogs, right? I'm set tripping. I'm repping my colors.
You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black.
Revolution been televised. Jill Scott Heron. The revolution will not be televised. Why? Because the revolution is going to happen. It's going to be brought to you, right? That famous song. But in this case, Kendrick is saying that the revolution, well, it will be televised. He's flipping it in this sense because he's bringing his revolution and he's bringing it to television with the Super Bowl. You can expect that coming.
Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog.
And now I'm thinking of turn the TV off, right? Turn his TV off that he had before. Hang on, we got to go back even further. There's too much happening.
You gotta do it. I tell the G.
Hang on.
Turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what?
With my type of activities, don't you get involved. Turn his TV off. Why? Why would you turn someone's TV off? Because Kendrick Lamar is all over the TV. Kendrick Lamar is all over the news. Who's upset about that? Maybe Drake needs to have that TV turned off while he's away on vacation because he doesn't need to be reminded of getting washed by Kendrick. Maybe Lil Wayne, who's so disappointed, he's so upset about the Super Bowl. Maybe he needs his TV turned off when that Super Bowl happens as well. Nothing speaks louder than success. You know what? There's a YouTuber as well, Hassan Campbell, and I wonder, he used to have a phrase like, turn his TV off. Come outside, try to turn my TV off. Try to stop me from televising what I'm doing, right? Try to end me. Try to take me out. Turn his TV off in that sense as well. But in this case, turn his TV off in terms of the message. Think about that. The revolution will be televised. Come and turn this TV off. So that to me feels like almost a threat in a sense. There's like two layers to it. Like a father talking to a son, like, son, you've watched too many cartoons today. All right, no more cartoons and cereal. Turn that TV off, Drake. Turn that TV off, Wheezy. But then also, it could be turn his TV off like, you really want it? You want this smoke? Come try to stop me and my message from being televised to the world, especially in February. Y'all gonna be tuning in.
What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I send? Send them all. Take a risk or take a...
And that's why, too. How many should I send? Send them all, right? How many stocks do I got? How many options you want, right? And he counts it down. We know he's got more in the chamber. We know he's got more in stock. But in this case, he's saying, you know what? Unleash it. Let's just unload the full clip. And this feels like just a continuation of the battles and that vibe and that rawness and that essence of just, I feel like a lot of these are the same studio session probably because it's got that same energy and that same rawness to it all.
You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks.
This revolution been televised. I just love that little faster flowing scheme right
Young
there.
nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch, and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no
Facts.
chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled, cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yellin'.
Love that line. He got a big mouth, but he lacks big ideas. Number of people popping off at Kendrick, they got a big mouth, but they don't have the same ideas. They don't stand for the same values that I show throughout my music, right? You can talk the talk, but you gonna walk the walk at the end of the day?
Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yellin'. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few
Man, it's a
niggas
bounce.
that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey, hey,
Put that on that beat. Nope.
niggas acting
What
bad,
the
but
fuck?
somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Bro, what just... Talk about a jump scare. What just happened in my life? Kendrick just walked into Sonic. He got his hot dog and he was pissed off, right? You put the ketchup on it, but he lets you know what he really wants. He lets you know what he's about.
Hey,
Put
hey.
that on that beat. Nope.
Niggas acting bad.
Man went from 0 to demon time out of nowhere. Must be Mustard on the beat. You hear the tag, DJ Mustard, baby. I said it's got that not like us flow patterns and vibes to it, and it feels like that same energy. Well, why not just scream out Mustard?
Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Yep.
Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Ah!
Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Ain't
That's it. I love how he takes that simple phrase, right? Because that phrase really stuck with me. It's the title of it. But that's it. Turn his TV off. That's the dual layers to me. Come and turn my TV off. Like his, talking about himself in the third person, but also could be one of those towards Drake, towards Lil Wayne and all that. And it's not an open diss towards them, right? You got to understand and appreciate Kendrick's energy and just his aura and what he's about. I mean, this, again, goes back to the Control days. And even when we broke down Whacked Out Murals, and he laments that Nas is the only one that gave him props and some of the OGs, but he just lets everyone know on that track, I've been about this energy, right? I'm coming for legacy. I'm coming for number one. And I don't care who's in my way. And I don't care what you say. I mean, I'm sorry if you're offended, but I'm just telling it like it is. And this is how I feel, right? And this is what got me to where I am today. This type of energy, this type of competition, this type of hunger. And that's where I'm going. So for me, it's not like, oh, boo-hoo, Lil Wayne, you know what, shut his TV off. It's just like, you know, it is what it is. Tell him to turn his TV off. He's upset. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing what I do. I'm on my grind and doing my lane in my time. If y'all are offended, I'm sorry. Take it up with yourselves.
turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
But then there is also like the dad telling the son to turn his TV off, and he's sunning him right now.
Turn this TV off. Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building.
Bro, did he just shout out Notorious B.I.G.? Yes, he did, because he even said children. Like children, to fit it into the rhyme scheme the exact same way that Biggie delivered it. Another East Coast shout out from Kendrick Lamar, quoting Big.
Ain't no other kings in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing.
Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50.
Hang on. We can't go further than that. That's a ridiculous throne scheme, right? Ain't no king. They my children. I'm son of them. They're all princes. They can't be kings because there's only one king, and that's me. Remember I talked about that control energy? And then he quotes Notorious B.I.G. and Biggie at that time, talking his shit. But for me, it goes further. Flags getting thrown ties in with NFL, playing the Super Bowl, throwing a flag, penalty flag. Flags is in colors, in Compton. Like, what flag do you represent? Flags are getting thrown. Right? Bloods in the Crips, but he's throwing them in a different sense because he's bringing them together. And then also thrown, Throne, throne that the king sits upon. Ridiculous triple that he just slipped in there and set up earlier. And then it all ties back to turn his TV off because he's sunning him. He's a king right now.
With a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show.
Bone to pick, because a sea bass is a bony fish. You picking the bones of that, but he's got a bone to pick. That idiom, you know, he's got an issue that he's taking up right now through his music, and he really is.
Tag with a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas the ropes before they hung from a rope. I'm prophetic, they only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Nigga ran up out of Lux, soon as I up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
No! What you doing?
Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
This has no right going this hard. You know what? Wow.
They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walking.
I just love how he just so effortlessly just comes out of that, just mustard. Like, it's like he just summoned every single demon and unleashed it upon the world and just spirit bombed us all. And then right out of that, he somehow goes into just this bounce of a flow and right back into his rhythm and sort of like his dance delivery and vibe.
The city just made it good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads let these... Nigga.
Even right there he goes, oh man.
Acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but some...
And then he comes out acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, how can you do this and then drop immediately back into this and just sauce us some more on that beat, man? That's ridiculous. All right, we got more bars to break down, and my voice is falling apart. Hold it together.
TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea.
Unmarked truck pulling up just to play freeze tag. Police normally in unmarked trucks, right? Unmarked vehicles. But also, you don't want to be able to trace it and track it.
Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas the ropes before they hung from a rope.
That's a bar and a half. Trying to show them the ropes before they get hung from a rope. Before all this trauma and mental health gets to them.
Prophetic, they only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take?
They're only good for saving face. I've seen the cosmetics. And he's talked about, again, the industry and the shallowness and the face value of like the Drakes. I've seen the cosmetics of that because they only care about their image and saving face. They really care about the art and something greater in the spirituality and this mission that I'm on. Mr. Morale, baby.
Talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric, nigga.
Muscle up, plyometrics in the gym. Get your muscle up in terms of what you have, but also bulk up in terms of what you're doing because I'm beheading all these dudes. And that still ties in with the King bar and how many heads right? He's got Drake on the plate right now. Who wants it next?
How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We have to apply metric. Nigga ran up by the Lux, Unessa up the highest metric. The city.
I even like the how many heads to level my aesthetics, right? If you want to make it about the numbers, if you want to talk about that and you only do things and move in this way because of the numbers, well, look at the drama. Look at me taking heads, right? And I leveled my persona and my image to you, but I've always been on this. I've always been this way.
Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We have to apply metric. Nigga ran up by the Lux, Unessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth you.
City just made it sweet. You could diabetic. If you have too many sweets, leads to diabetes, right? You could diabetic. You could die from this. The city makes it look sweet, right? There's all these temptations, these sins within the city. But if you overindulge, well, we know. I mean, we just got through Reincarnated and the mission and the theme of that and what he talked about there and the warnings that he gave of these earthly pleasures ties back in here.
By the Lux, Unessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. And then he yells mustard. I can't wait. He's going to do it. I'm calling this right now. He is walking out at the Super Bowl, and he's going to drop in at some point with this just mustard yell, and everyone is going to go ham on this. He's calling it right now. He's a prophet. He's a fortune teller, and he is foretelling what is coming. But this sets up the turn his TV off. This is what ties everything in to what I'm talking about with the Super Bowl. The revolution will be televised. This is what this man does. He gives you a hit. Everybody's going to be bouncing to this. I know it. Everybody's going to be talking about this, right? It's a jam. But at the same time, it's not just shallow level lyricism. You start thinking about the lyrics and the connections. He slides in the symbolism. He slides in these deeper meanings of substance for channels like this to be able to break down and talk about. Man, I love it.
Unessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Damn.
Nigga,
I just love the brass kicking in there
taking
too.
bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Shit get crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, 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 crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Who was that? Who was that? Because he doesn't have the features listed on this. I would put money, though. I would love for that to be another West Coast artist because that seems to be a theme throughout this as well. But shit gets crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Feels like that's just being in a battle with Kendrick. He's crazy. You don't know what he's going to do next. Then it gets scary. And then you feel haunted. You think you see ghosts in the mix. Some people need to turn to ghostwriters for help. And then it gets hilarious when he wins and he starts trolling you at the end of it all. It just feels like you go through all those emotions, like the revolution being televised, right? The wide range of emotions of entertainment and the crowd, and you never know what's around the corner. And stay tuned because it's coming.
Scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
You know, can we do this one more time? Can we please do this one more time?
Metric, the city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
I just really want to walk into a store today, and I think I'm going to. And if you see me on the news later that someone has lost his mind, and probably because of all the sleep deprivation of doing all these breakdowns and, you know, my voice falling apart and everything, and I'm on the edge right now of self-destruction because my brain's about to explode from all this Kendrick. But I'm going streaking at Target later. I'm gonna be screaming this.
Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Shit get crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy.
Man, I love this. I love this gig, man. This is the greatest job in the world. What a year this has been, 2024, and I'm naming this the year of Kendrick, but this is the year of hip-hop. This is the year of lyricism. and bringing it all back. So much spirit, so much soul, so much swagger. At the same time, Mustard and Kendrick got another hit. You were Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen for some reason here at the end. Obviously, enjoy the content. Do me a huge favor. Support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. Really does go a long way. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. It's only Knox Hill. You know, I'll catch you again.